Perfect. Well, welcome back to another episode of All of Fabric 6, where last episode we went hunting for a whole bunch of Spectrum dungeons or ancient ruins, and we managed to get all of these plants and eventually this one, which was very difficult to find, and I may have used spectator mode in a test world to find the particular dungeon that had that flower. Now, if you didn't catch it, there are some blocks that can help you find the dungeons after you find your first one, and they kind of let you look through the world. Essentially spectator mode, except you cannot move around. There's these universal spy hole things. So you can see sometimes we can see through the world, and then other times it doesn't work super well. So if it was working properly, yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable to try and find the dungeons. I did find trying to use the spyglass, which I think I don't have in my inventory anymore, but using the spyglass also helps to be able to zoom in. And I think night vision as well is pretty handy for lighting stuff up. There we go. Well, we can see that none of this loads over in this direction. So very easy to miss stuff if it's not working properly. I'm not entirely sure why, if it's this particular mod conflicting, or like I tried turning shaders off and it didn't help. So yeah, I did cheat a little bit to find that, but I got sick of digging around underground just trying to locate it. But today, we are going to be growing some of these plants. We're on the home stretch, I think, unless something else major unlocks here, but I think we're on the home stretch of the last couple of quests we need to complete to get Spectrum Completionist, or the trophy, which is part of the challenge of Completionist, which I think has been updated to now give you some creative items. Interesting. They actually don't look as crazy as I thought. I saw something about creative items, and I thought maybe it was like creative power or something, but it doesn't look quite as overpowered as that. So just some handy things. I have no idea what the machete's used for. Maybe just being able to harvest a massive area. Who knows? Who knows? So we've got these three plants. Now, looking at stuff using this, we can see the Jade vine. It's just liquid crystal, this thingy, vegetal, and that will give us the germinated Jade vine bulb, which only grows when exposed to moonlight. Does that mean we have to like open it? It grows on the bottom of fences, like open it up during the night but keep it closed during the day? Maybe we've got a couple of these, so that's not going to be too bad. I'm not as worried about losing these. This one we've only got one of, so we want to be careful about this. I don't know what we do with it though. I think we're after these bushels. I think maybe we just plant this. Maybe we just plant this. Do we plant this in like a field? And I'll swim over here instead of using the bridge. Do we just plant this in the ground away from our handy villager who might harvest it for us? If I open this up, let's open this up. Okay. It's growing. Okay. Let's grab some bone meal. Whether or not it's bone mealable, we are about to find out shortly. And I guess we're going to be making a field for that, which would be cool, actually. Bones. Bone meal. Oh, bone meal. Let's see if this is all we need to do to grow this. And if it is, we'll create an amaranth field, which would be kind of neat. This is, nope, down here. So, yeah. But kind of harvested a little bit weird. And we didn't get the seeds back. That is a problem. Oh, we can just plant it. Oh, thank goodness. Nope. That's a problem. That's a problem. Can we make more of these seeds? Oh, we can crush them. Thank goodness. I was a little bit concerned that we now only had 9 because it took me ages to find that dungeon. So we use this for growing the egg-laying woolly pig. Well, let's do that. Let's do that, and then I want to plant a field of amaranth bushes, which I guess we'll just crush all except one. We'll keep one of these just in case we lose it, but that looks pretty sweet. And then we need to do this recipe as well, and then there was a recipe for the blood orchid as well. Nice, and that got us a bunch of seeds. So we want to hold on to 1 for crafting. And then I guess probably best to make sure we have plenty of these. 14. Nice. Nice, that's pretty good. So the bushel thingy, we have a bag full of heads. We want the egg-laying woolly pig head and 4 vegetal. And manifesting will take quite a while. Yeah, this did seem to take quite a while, so we'll start this off, and it'll probably happen in between recording clips that it actually hatches. What are we looking for here? Vegetal. Green stuff. Green stuff, how many? 4. That goes there, that goes there. And we're going to need another one of these heads if we want to breed them. I don't know how necessary it is to breed these things, but maybe we'll want more than one. Or maybe the eggs they lay make more. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, it just finished. So, we have the memory. Manifesting will take quite a while. I assume we want to put this in a field somewhere and maybe have it chunk loaded. Alright, should be fairly secure, I hope. We will chuck down this. And I guess we wait. Now maybe we could tick accelerate this if we had, I don't know if time in a bottle is a thing. We have the equivalent of time in a bottle, which we could actually craft. Alright, we have a little field of amaranth. And yeah, just been planting the little bush things. We got plenty of seeds and plenty of these bushels now, so we should be pretty sorted on that front. So, I mean, let's add this one and this one because they're what we've got left. Let's go try, we've got 13 minutes in our temporal pouch. Let's try this out on that memory. Because I did notice the other one, the skeleton one we did, would occasionally do like a little jingle thing, which I think meant that was what, well, that was it, doing stuff. Because it's always possible that this being on, no, there we go, we saw that little ding. So I think that means we haven't put it on a block that makes it go slower. Well, we haven't put it on a block that stops it from working at all. This may be a block that makes it go slower, but it's possibly not a block that makes it go any faster. So we'll leave this happening. I have chunk loaded the area. Yeah. We've been playing on this world for 96 days. Potentially. Potentially. All right. Well, while that's happening, let's have a look at the hibernating jade vine. We want to do this recipe here. Seems easy. Okay, so let's bring this vine back to life. And we do have a couple of spare ones of these, so if we muck this up, that'll be okay. So it only grows when exposed to moonlight. I'm guessing that means we have to wait till it's nighttime. And then expose it to the outside. And then the rest of the time, we want it to be like covered off. This actually might be a good time to use that wireless redstone It's still happening. We just got too far away. The wireless redstone stuff. Yeah. We can set up a couple of these and set up some pistons. Sticky pistons. We could do a whole day-night sensor thing. I think we probably want to be a little bit careful for the start. That's finished. Nice. Just in case. Just in case this thing dies. Alright. Sun is going down. This is a temporary structure. I was just kind of filling in time while I waited for it to become night. Now, I don't know if this will take into account the phases of the moon. And it might, because there's other spectrum stuff that does. So if this is like a new moon, which it is, it might mean this won't grow. Which would be a little bit of a pain. So we'll try it anyway. Plunk this here. So that's there. I might just, for the meantime, we don't need that extra protection. We can chuck double jump on because that's just handy. If we did this, will this grow? Oh dear. Sword. Oh yeah, there's going to be... I should really invest in the thing that stops mob spawns. Whether or not this will grow, because there's not exactly moonlight. That I'm not sure about. Do we try... Oh, I heard something. It grew. Let's take that off. What do we harvest it with? A hoe? Just break it. That broke a lot of it. We just got one back. Is that going to keep growing? So obviously the phase of the moon doesn't matter too much. Yeah, we didn't. I mean, I guess we can plant it again. I guess we wait. So that finished that quest anyway. I know there's definitely more stuff. Okay. Okay. Might have been ambitious again and thinking we're getting near the end of the quests. We want to make the world's best moonshine. Okay. Which I assume means using this... Maybe using the jelly? I did say to harvest this with a sword, and I didn't use a sword. Now it kind of doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Well, that broke that. So we got it back, okay. Well, it seemed to grow better in the middle. I guess we wait and see. So looking in the book, these only grow one stage per night and only when exposed to the way more soft indirect light of the moon. Okay. Shiny petals can be plucked carefully when partly grown. Plucked carefully. I guess we'll wait another night. I'll close this off because it's grown the one stage. For ease of excavating in the future, we will do this. And then we'll come back the next night because this possibly isn't fully grown. Oh dear. It died a little bit. That's not good. That's not good. I don't think we're quite covered off enough. I don't know if that's going to come back to life or not. Maybe we will grow a couple more of these, because I think that one just died. Okay, so we need something more closed off. Got it. Got it. All right. Surely tinted glass will be enough to keep the sunlight out, at least from going in the sides. Whether or not these grow in like a rainy night, yes, they do. They grow when it's a rainy night. Now, can we tell how grown these are through like the F3 menu or something? Age is 1. And then what's the other one that hasn't grown? It doesn't have an age. So dead is false. Base, middle, tip. We will find out. It did. Nice. So if that's as far as that's going to grow, then I guess there's no point risking it. And we just seal off the top. Oh, oh, the egg-laying woolly pighead thing's hatched. Okay. Quick. Block that off. Make it daytime. Let's go check out the new creature we have. There are zombies everywhere. Might actually be a problem for our villagers if we're not careful. I just broke a crop. They look pretty good for zombies. Let's see what the egg-laying woolly pig looks like. Okay. I mean, yeah. That's, he's woolly. He ate grass. I guess we can feed him some of this to speed him up a little bit. And keep a couple so we can breed them. Nice. G'day, buddy. Yeah. Now, my question is, do you lay eggs that make more of you? And did that unlock any quests? There wasn't even this quest. What is slack again? How are we going to figure out what slack again actually means? Oh, you're big. Now, so you're woolly, so we can share you. And you give us just wool. Okay. What sort of eggs do you lay? But how's this dude doing? Doing good? You haven't laid any eggs that I've seen. Now, my question is, since you kind of seem to be like a combination of all the animals... Oh, you laid a chicken egg. And I'm assuming we can milk you. Okay. I think that might be his only purpose, is to be like an all-purpose animal. Although I don't know what do you drop? What do you drop if you, for some reason, died? Do you drop leather? That is a question. That is a question. But we'll give this another little tickle up. I don't actually know that tick accelerating is doing anything. But once we get another one of these, we can start breeding them up and then have a few. And that'll be cool. And I won't be so worried about losing him. Although I don't think he's critical to the progression unless it's... I don't know what this is. I don't know what slack again is. The heathen. World's best moonshine. Right. Like, without knowing what those are, I guess we probably want to do this thing. Let's get a blood orchid. Nice. A blood orchid. Okay. Where do we plant this? Probably not near that. Is it just like a... It is. Okay. You seem like you want to grow. Age 0. Can we tick accelerate you? Now the fact it's called a blood orchid makes me think... Oh. Did something. Age 1. Okay. Something's happening. Something's happening. Oh, there we go. We harvested. More blood orchid petals. Okay. Now, my question is, can we put you somewhere else? No. Nope, you cannot. Okay, let's craft a couple of them. That just didn't seem like the best place for that. Boom. 7 blood orchids, so we've got a couple spare. Yeah, I don't know where we actually do want to plant these. I guess one here would be fine. Let's chuck one here. Sure. Though we will plant the rest of these in a better place in the future. Maybe that doesn't go there now, maybe that goes there. Sure. Sure. And then we have this stuff, which we can use to make blood boil syrup. In a potion workshop, which we haven't made. Okay. That gives you, like, yeah, bonus attack and stuff. And that's used to make this stuff. Takes 48 real-life hours. Youch. And a titration barrel. Now, we haven't played around with these. Pretty easy to craft, and yeah, they take, like, real-life amounts of time. But is that likely to be this stuff? Potion, perhaps? It looks like that. Which we have not discovered yet. Interesting. It looks like that, but whether or not it is... Well, this one is different. And this is age 3, this is age 2. Oh, there we go. I right-clicked it, and we got petals and the bulb. Nice, and now we've just unlocked... We've unlocked this restoration tea. Okay, okay. Which looks like that, the heathen. Why is it called the heathen? It sounds like a negative thing. Jade petals are used to make jade petal blocks. Okay. We can make Britannia's black lotus. Otherwise, these are just decorative. Cool. That's cool. We'll wait for this one to grow. We'll harvest it, then we'll make sure we block it off. And then we've got a spare one of these, so that when we set up the piston daylight thing, if we get it wrong, we've got a spare. Just in case. Just in case. No. Alright, let's craft some potion workshops. I just got 3. I don't know if we actually need 3. Probably not, but I thought it might look cool. Nice. A potion workshop. Didn't unlock anything, that's okay. I was kind of looking at... I want to get away from the music, which is very nice, but also very loud. Looks like there's 3 different types, so you can brew stuff like a brewing stand, which is cool. Or you can create pigment potions, which it's kind of just a water breathing, it's kind of just weakness. There's a bunch of locked stuff here. I don't know if there's any different potions in here that you can't... I mean, sales from extra alchemy. Returning. Interesting. Shrinking. Okay, they look like they might just be other potions you can make. Or we've got the crafting, which is like that blood boil syrup. We could make water from light blue pigment if we wanted to. We're going to have to get a better source of mermaid's gems. I've actually got a couple of the plants though, so we can set that up. There is the restoration tea that we want. We can actually craft that now. And you got the potion regents, which like a big flat bonus to potency at the cost of adding a random negative effect. So there's like lots of different stuff you can do with all of this. Guaranteed chance to add the main effect of the potion that was brewed previously at slightly decreased potency. So it seems like you can get pretty intense with your potion brewing. Yeah, I don't know if we need to, but we can. So that's that ticked off the list. And then a bunch of these. And they'll be pretty straightforward. And these craft pretty quick with our crafting accelerators. I'm making about 16 of these. I thought I was, but yeah, we're out of powder. Okay. Okay, sure. We should be fine. Alright, so we've got a bunch of these titration barrels and a few potion workshops. Now, I have to go check on the vines again shortly since it's getting dark, but since this place has kind of lost its usefulness, I mean, I'm storing a bunch of wood here. It's kind of like an arty something area. I think this would be not a bad place to have like a wine cellar or like an underground distillery as like a secret basement underneath. I think that could be kind of cool. So I think that's where we'll set up these titration barrels and potion workshops and kind of like a bootleg moonshine making underground thing. I think that'll be kind of cool. Yeah, so I'll work on something to do there. Where's my bow? There is my bow. And that'll be kind of cool. Because it seems like, yeah, this is going to take a while to brew anything. And I guess we'll craft some sort of suspicious brew. Just because that's like the easiest one, but these all take 4 real life hours. And I don't think you can tick accelerate them. So this is definitely going to be a thing where we chuck some stuff in it and then we come back to it in a future episode, potentially. Sometimes I'm recording like episodes over a few days, but at the moment it's a long weekend, so I'm recording multiple episodes over like a couple of days, so a couple of episodes each day, just to take advantage of the long weekend. So we're not going to have any potions for a little bit. Doesn't seem like there's a way to speed them up, but that's okay. And hey, I heard it do something. Let's grab our sword, and I heard that did something, but I don't think it's ready yet. We got more petals. We didn't get another bulb, but that's okay because we've still got one. They've grown. They've grown. Nice. They're definitely cute when they're little. Perfect. Back to building the thing. All right. So we've got a, admittedly not very well hidden, but a semi-hidden cellar, kind of disguised as a bit of a garden where we have our blood orchids, which we can just harvest from more of these petals, which is handy. I would like to be able to move them, and I can't because I don't actually know that I want grass where we have grass. But that's okay. That's okay. Just because it looks a little bit weird in this transition here. So, got like a secret basement down here. Might change that grass out for moss, maybe. We'll do something. And then in here, actually I was going to get some lanterns, but that's okay. We can do that shortly. We've got like our moonshine brewing room thing, which I think is kind of neat. So, looking at some of these recipes, we could use this. And we might do it. I've actually got 2 spare ones now. So if we had, this is going to take an entire in real life day, so probably not this episode where we actually get to test this out. And I've hidden a little water source over here, which actually isn't that close. We'll also grab some milk from our free range egg-laying woolly pigs, which Is your cooldown? You reached your cooldown? No, not yet. Not yet. So we've got a few of them running around now. And I was just looking up this Moonstruck Nectar, which kind of looks like the Moonshine quest as opposed to this actual Moonshine one. Because I think there was also a setting, I remember seeing somewhere where you could disable the alcohol brewing side of it if, you know, that's not age appropriate. So I'm suspecting it is the one they're talking about with the Jade bulbs, where you can harvest it once it's fully grown with a bottle. So, next time these are fully grown, instead of harvesting it for the petals, I will right-click with a bottle, and that might actually get us another one of our quests. Hope that's not... I hope it's not too bright for these things. Although we do have... We got a spare one. We got a spare one. We got another one here, and I might use it. So, so let's try the potion brewing one. So, for some reason we can use milk. So let's do that. This goes, I guess, there maybe. That kind of seems like the bottle where the potion goes. So if we're making restoration tea, we have milk. I didn't grab one of them. Milk, cocoa beans, just do one. And a jade petal. Got a mermaid's gem. And this, like, I don't know what these, I think these are the regions actually they talk about. But, hey, restoration tea. Wasn't the quest. Even though it looks like the icon, it wasn't the quest. Alright. So I think maybe we want to grow this that has negative effects, although is there one that's faster? Alright, we'll just go for the one we think we know how to make. So, if we wanted to make jade wine, it is a germinated jade bulb vine. Let's do it on this one, because it's right by the door. One of them. 3 jade petals. And a bucket of water. Cool. And a glass bottle. Now, do we put the glass bottle in now? Looks like it. Cool. Okay, contains 5 items of 64 max. Seal with a colored plank to start fermenting. Sure. This does not seem like it will produce something drinkable. Do we take the glass bottle out, perhaps? I'm going to say we take the glass bottle out and we just use it to extract once it's done. So sealed up 0 Minecraft days ago, 0.0 real days. Sneak used to unseal. And I guess we wait. And then eventually we end up with this. So in 72 days, it would be 52% alcohol. That's 72 real life days? That seems like a lot. Sure. That seems like a very long time to actually be waiting for a thing. So, if we drink this... that gives us the Heathen advancement. Okay, cool. That gives us a loot bag. That finishes that quest. Nice. We'll chuck that loot bag in our bag of loot bags. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess we probably still want to... Well, we don't even need to make this jade wine, do we? Because I think it's just this Moonstruck Nectar. Alright, so I think we just reached the final stage, which is this pinky color. So I've actually just been gathering up a bunch of materials. This is everything we're going to need. It's going to be an automated, daylight-based greenhouse thing for this stuff. I need to move this. I was kind of waiting for this to grow. But if we were to grab a glass bottle, I think we just right-click it. There we go. World's best... Oh, budding onyx. Nice. World's best moonshine. Cool. And then we got another bud, which is nice. And can we harvest these? We can. That's good. So now we've got a total of 5 of these, which is nice. And then we can demolish this. Cool. Nice. So I saw budding onyx, which is interesting. Yes. Okay, my best bud. Cool. We get a... We're going to have to open these blue bags. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. We will once we finish Spectrum. It's going to be our reward when we get the thing, is opening all those loot bags. I don't even know why I'm putting it off. It could have been handy things in there. But budding onyx... Oh. This was the stuff that like turned into dust, or like turned into gunpowder almost immediately. Do we have to like very quickly... Huh. Because this is the thing that made all of that dark stuff, the midnight stuff everywhere. That's going to be interesting. I swear I had this for like 2 seconds before it turned into gunpowder last time, so I don't quite know how you're supposed to manage that, but budding onyx would be nice, and it does look like, aside from, I still don't know what this is, aside from this, I think is our last quest, unless there's something beyond this, which there could be. But alright, time to tear down this thing, clear out a bit of space, and build a cool greenhouse so that we can get more of this stuff. We can make Hearts of the Sea. It doesn't seem like a lot of uses of it, although it's not showing us... It's not showing us the recipe that did this thing anyway. Well, that's not a bad recipe. But how do you... Oh, I still don't know how you craft with this. Like, quick enough. Interesting. Interesting. Restorative properties allow for repairing any damaged tool. Does that like repair this? I don't know. Let's build ourselves a greenhouse. And there we have it, a dark glass house. I probably still want to do a little bit of like decoration of the terrain. It's pretty plain at the moment, but I am very happy with this thing, and it has been working. So I've got night vision on just to make it a bit easier to see, but all of this glass is just dark glass, so light doesn't get through, and you'll see there's sticky pistons everywhere. So, oh, it's gonna rain. Okay, cool. So ended up going just with daylight sensors everywhere. It's a thunderstorm. Instead of just running redstone, mostly because there's pistons under here and you can't run redstone across there, and the vacuum hopper has just picked up that slab. Or attempted to. That goes there. And actually, we can sleep because that'll be a good demonstration of how this thing works. So I have been AFKing here for a bit, and none of the vines have died. We've gotten a couple of extra ones, so I'm pretty confident I can AFK here and it'll be fine. I don't know if chunk loading it will work. I'll try it. I don't see why it wouldn't, but maybe there's some sort of special Spectrum thing that stops you from being able to just chunk load it when you're not here. That should be cool. So yeah, let's sleep. And yeah, just look over here. So you see this part's open. There's mobs everywhere. This part's open, and this part's all open. we sleep and make it daytime. And everything is all sealed up. Which is cool. Now, I've kind of separated this area and this area because when I was building this in the creative world, I did accidentally discover you do sometimes want to let these vines die, and you can harvest like some jelly from them. This stuff. You get this stuff. I feel like you only get it if the plant has died though, which that doesn't really show. But yeah. So we got like almost an airlock here to keep the sunlight out. We've got another vine that's ready to harvest, which is cool. And yeah, these two separate areas. So I can open up one area just by manually triggering the daylight sensors will do to purposefully kill off a few of the vines to get some of that jelly stuff. I'll probably wait until we've got a bit more of these in stock, or like some backup ones. And we didn't get a bulb that time. Yeah, the bulbs are definitely not every time. That's just one we had from raiding the dungeons. So this one here is ready to harvest. Let's grab him. Before I forget, somewhere I have a spare one of these. Nice. Didn't get a bulb from that either, but that's okay. So now we've got two of those because I suspect it might be kind of tricky to pull off that obsidian thing. Onyx, not obsidian. And then over here, I've got a bunch of mermaid's brushes. You can just pick them up with shears. I did use silk touch ones. Don't know if they need to be. And so we'll just collect a few of these because I'm always short of them and have to go out looking for them. So this will be more than enough. More than enough. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I quite like it. It's reasonably straightforward, or reasonably simple, rather. It's not too fancy. And I've yet to cause any of the vines to die by going through the airlock. But we'll see how it goes when I've got some planted closer to the door. That could be the risky part. That could be the risky part. So we will come back next time, and maybe next time is when... experience. Maybe next time is when we finish the Spectrum quests. I keep saying we're almost done, and there's always more quests, so maybe not. Maybe there's still a lot more that's locked and I just haven't seen it yet. Anyway, it's been ClassicDuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.